Alright guys, I wanted to show you guys this interesting experiment I performed about a week ago. And I'm demonstrating it today because I wanted to be sure of my results. So what I did is I took a bucket, a little copper bucket, whatever, I put some distilled water, salt substitute, and Epsom salt in it. And I took a little tiny piece of paper and I put it in that water. Then I let it sit for about 30 seconds. The paper was fully saturated. Then I removed it. Then I took I took these very pliers right here, and I grabbed the paper out of the water and took this actual very lighter, and I lit it, and I pretty much heated the paper up. Heated the paper up so much that it removed the water and left burn marks on the paper. Now that very paper is sitting right here. You can probably see the burn marks on it from there, but I'll take it out here in a second. And I heated it up to remove all the water. Then I took it and I took a magnesium and I took a copper electrode, and with that dry paper with no water in it, I put my electrodes on it to see if I got any voltage. But I didn't. I didn't get any voltage. No voltage at all. So, I mean, literally I got zero voltage. Nothing. Nada. Zero. So what I did then, at that point when I got to zero voltage, I took the paper and I filled this cup up with vegetable oil, cooking oil, because oil and water don't mix. So basically I put that in there, I suspended it with the magnet right there and the alligator clip, suspended it in the middle of the oil. And pretty much the reason why I put it in oil is I didn't want the water that's in the air that surrounds us to go to the cell, or to the paper. I didn't want the water to get back to the paper. So I suspended in oil and it's been in the oil ever since. I've taken it out to test it, but then this is the video I'm going to show you what I mean. This paper is completely saturated with oil now. There's no water in it. All the water has been removed, and the paper is now burnt because I took a lighter to it. And I just want to show you guys what's going on. Remember, at first when I removed all the water, it had no voltage, nothing at all. I'm going to remove it now. You can see the burn marks on it. Basically, I'm just going to lay her right there. Then we're going to take our magnesium electrode, and you guys can see, probably see the better. You can see we're getting a voltage now on this oil soaked paper. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pencil, because it's not conductive, so I'm isolating my body from the experiment here. You can see we're getting a voltage. The more I have on the paper, the better voltage I get. About 800 millivolts now. Granted, the cell is not fully recovered. With this normal setup, I usually get around over 1.2 volts. Only getting 800 millivolts. It's not horrible, but it does show that it's recovering. So, try to get this in a better viewing angle here for you guys. Move it there, put that there, that there. And you can see, hopefully you can see that. But we got voltage now. That's the main purpose of this video. And the paper is falling apart because it's so brittle. But we're gonna. This is where I usually have it. You know, put this back in oil, and then we'll hold the alligator clip. And as you can see, that we got some voltage from it. From this, I have concluded that you can remove all the water from the cell with heat, excessive heat. And it removes the water, but the problem is it also destroys whatever makes it conductive. So I found that interesting to see that. But luckily, the cell recovers, and it recovers underneath oil. This should not be possible because oil and water don't mix. So if the water was the main driving force of why my cells work, then this cell would never have recovered at all, because there's no water for it to be exposed to. It's completely submerged underneath oil, and the water is removed by excess heat. So there's not water at work here with my cells. And that could be why they work without having any water added to them. These cells work without a drop of water ever added to them. It's interesting. So very interesting. I thought I would just upload this video to show you guys this, that water is not the reason why my cells work. It's case in point, the water was removed from the paper and then it's submerged in oil, but yet the excess heat will also destroy what makes the cell conductive. But with time, it recovers, and it's recovered just fine. Not at the full power, but it has recovered. Much like Marcus Reed cells do. They will lose a lot of their power when you give them excess heat. I think above 60 degrees Celsius. They die off and never fully recovered. Much like my cells, they die off for a little bit, but they never fully recovered. So yeah, I'll give you guys that. So it's not really the water is not really the main driving force why my cells work. So yeah.